Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive retro line Autobot Wheelie. Autobot Wheelie. So we'll start with a quick look at the box. It is the classic cardback bubble packaging. Here's in the square bubble. Here we have the original artwork from the original Wheelie, with all his awkward G1-iness there in that artwork, and this is the actual toy, vehicle mode. And on the back we get that nice G1 artwork and basic bio up at the top corner, and then we do get his tech specs here. So there is the packaging, and we also get his instruction booklet, which is scrunched up extra tiny since, you know, smaller box. But there is all of that. And here we have the figure himself, and this is, again, the toy deco, not the animation version. Though we do already have listings for an 86 wheelie, which will most likely be the animation version. And I definitely plan on picking that up because I like that version more. But I definitely don't mind these toy versions either. We do have some orange on the legs, arms, and face there. He does have some silver for the eyes. They have sculpted in his little like baseball cap bit there. It does come with his slingshot. Overall, he does have a bit of a backpack, but considering he's sort of a bubble racer, I believe is what the term is, that's not too surprising. It's not too big of a deal. I will say that he does have some like serious gappage here in his belly, but and actually the first time when I first pulled him out of the box, it wasn't really sitting quite right. Like for some reason, it was not like closing in all the way, so the gap was more like that. But it's when I transformed him a couple times, I realized that he was just packaged with the joints misaligned, so he does actually sit a little bit better. He does also have these flaps on the side that have the wonderful anti-tapping technology. That means they refuse to actually stay tapped on. But fortunately they don't flop around or anything, and they do sit basically flush to his side, so it doesn't bother me as much as other times have, since they at least stay in place, and there's kind of already a lot of gaps going on there, so it's not as noticeable, which in a way is not a good thing, but yeah, at least it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, so there is that. We will do a quick comparison here. Here he is next to the core class wheelie. So you can see how he stacks up there. And just because here he is with Devastation Bumblebee. You can see our Bumblebees are... The fact that Bumblebee is smaller than Wheelie at the same size class. Hasbro, what are you doing? Yeah, we all know Hasbro's cheap, so. And just one more. Here is the more than meets the eye magenta hot rod. And I should have thought to bring Grimlock over so that he could annoy Grimlock and shoot him in the nose. But anywho, there are our robot comparisons. So to go over the articulation, he does have a ball jointed head, although it's mostly just an up and down kind of thing. You can see that it is actually a ball joint back here, but yeah, it is limited. Very little side to side, pretty much none. We do get 360 at the arms. They do come all the way out. We do get, come on, about a little under 90 degrees at the elbows. We do get a wrist swivel, partially for transformation. I'm going to go ahead and take the slingshot away. We do get a 360 at the waist. He can kick that far forward and very far backwards. We do get I think that's like a smidge past 90 for the knee bend, and we do get some ankle movement there. It's minimal, but it is enough. It is there. Oh yeah, we do also get the hip swivel, and his legs can kick that far out, and we also do get the bicep swivel, which I believe is also used for transformation job. I think that's about it for articulation. As far as storing the slingshot, I think, yeah, I'm not even sure if this is actually in the instructions, but I know you can slide it onto this little tab right here. So it can store there. Actually, I'm going to check. Because I know there is a designated spot for the vehicle mode, but I can't remember if that was actually in the instructions for the robot mode, or if I just figured that out on myself. Okay, yeah, that is not in the instructions. I figured that out on my own. Hooray for me. These instructions don't want to fold back up. Yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So yeah, that is where you can store. I mean, it does kind of bump against the arm a little bit, but it's storage. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the robot mode. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. So the first thing we're going to do is we are actually going to swap these arms around at the elbow and then rotate the hand as well. Going to flip these around at the elbow, flip the hand as well. And we are going to come back here, and you want to make sure that these are untabbed, and you are just going to bring up this whole torso section here, and we want to bring I want to make sure that I'm not doing this wrong, because there is a specific way to do it. There we go. Yeah, there it goes. You are supposed to bring this down, and then this gray piece is on a little armature that's going to come up and fold over, and you can see there is a little itty bitty tab and a little itty bitty slot, and that's going to go like that. Then this whole section here is going to come forward, and it is sort of on a double hinge, so you want to straighten it out and then bring this part up, and that is the front of the vehicle all done up there. And now we are going to bring this whole assembly back down, and now we want to swing this forward. We are going to swing his, actually, let's just do it first. We do need to bring these heel sections out. Alright, you want to rotate it around like so, and pretty sure, yeah, that's just the heel joint. I do believe we need to flatten the foot. Make sure that we're bringing this all the way around, and then yeah, we want to turn the legs in towards each other, and you can sort of see that here and here there are alternating tabs, so they will just lock his legs together. And just bring this up, and you can see that his crotch piece does have a little open slot here to slide into and there, and those legs just popped apart, but slide those in, tab these back together, and squeeze it in back together again. And now we can just sort of rotate these arms around, we are going to bring them back and bring it around and back. Bring them closer to the body, and you can see there are 2 slots, and this time they are going to go into these tabs on his hand here. And I do believe, yeah, there's a little slot here on his arm that doesn't need to go onto this little tab right here. So we want to make sure that it's pushed all the way up, goes onto that tab, and then this will come down. And this time it actually locks into place. Then we want to bring that up. Make sure that we cover this little tab. Come on. Why aren't you rotating forward like you're supposed to? There we go. Just go over that little tab. And now, hands angle a little bit. Bring that down like so. Make sure everything is all squished together. That popped off. And there we have him in his little like moon racer buggy dome speeder, whatever the heck it is, little car mode. And yeah, it looks pretty good for the most part. Yeah, there's this huge old tab here, but as I'm sure you probably guessed, that is actually where we store the slingshot, like so. So yeah, and he rolls pretty well. And again, he's just got that big old dome there, and I do like that it is actually solid plastic. It's not clear, and because there are a lot of joint pieces around here, so I'm all for a little more stability. And we will do another comparison with the only other wheelie I own, which is actually the Revenge of the Fallen wheelie. So yeah, that's how they stack up together. Yeah, overall, I do like this figure for the most part. Really, it's just that bit of a gap on his stomach, which again, like just the way he transforms. Do be aware that like it might be like mine, where he comes a little slightly mistransformed out of the package in it. Because when I first tried to close his stomach back together, it would do the untabbing thing where it would push itself back out, but it was because parts were just slightly misaligned. There is a way to do it, and I'm not entirely sure how it used to be, so I can't really explain it properly. I just want to let you know that that did happen. But overall, yeah, I do recommend this figure. I do like the mold overall, and I am looking forward to getting one in the animation colors. Yeah, for some people, this one might be a bit of an easier pass. I know that the toy version isn't as popular. I've heard some people say he just is outright creepy looking, which I do kind of understand. He's got those weird dead eyes. But other than that, like, I think it's a good figure. If you're not opposed to the toy version, I think it's worth picking up, because again, we are going to get a Studio Series version, but it's not going to be till sometime next year. So there is a bit of waiting. But yeah, overall, I dig him. I like him. So I think that's all I really have to say for this particular review, and I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up there. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.